My mom said, "You owe me everything." I said, "You chose to give." The silence that followed felt heavier than any argument we'd ever had. She stood by the sink, hands trembling over the dishes, eyes burning through me like I'd just betrayed her. I wasn't trying to start a fight. I was trying to breathe. I'm 28, but somehow every time I go home, I turn into that scared 12-year-old who begged her not to be mad. My mom raised me alone, worked double shifts, sold her wedding ring to pay for my braces. I know she sacrificed a lot, but lately, it feels like I'm still paying for those sacrifices with my peace. Whenever I make a decision she doesn't like, where to live, who to date, what job to take, she reminds me, if it weren't for me, you'd have nothing. At first, I swallowed it. Guilt tasted familiar. I told myself it was just her way of showing love, but every comment dug a little deeper. I started second-guessing my own happiness, wondering if I even deserved it. When I finally moved out, she called every night to check in, not out of care, but control. If I missed a call, she'd text, "I guess you're too busy for the one who gave you life." The guilt always pulled me back. I'd drive over, buy groceries for her, clean her house, hoping to earn her affection again. It took me years to realize love shouldn't be something I had to earn. So that day when she said, "You owe me everything," something inside me broke quietly. I said it without thinking. "You chose to give." Her face went blank. Then came the tears. "How could you say that to me after all I've done?" she whispered. I almost apologized, but I didn't, because the truth was, I meant it. Gratitude doesn't mean lifelong debt. She gave because she loved me, and I'll always love her for that. But I can't live chained to her sacrifices forever. She stormed off to her room, slammed the door, and I sat there, staring at the half-done dishes. The sound of the clock ticked too loud, marking every second of distance between us. That night, I didn't sleep. I thought about all the times she'd tucked me in, all the nights she came home late just to leave money on the counter for my lunch. She did love me, but somewhere along the way, her sacrifices became her identity, and I became her proof that it wasn't for nothing. I finally understood that sometimes parents give everything, and then don't know how to stop giving, even when their kids just need space to live. The next morning, she left a note by the coffee maker. "I didn't realize how much I've been using my love to control you. I'm sorry." My hands shook reading it. That was the first apology I'd ever gotten from her. When she walked into the kitchen, her eyes were red, but soft. "You're right," she said quietly. "I chose to give, and I'd choose it again. I just need to learn how to let go." I smiled, tears in my eyes. I told her, "You don't have to stop being my mom to let me be an adult." She laughed a little, that tired laugh I hadn't heard in years, and said, "I guess I'm just scared of not being needed." I told her, "You'll always be needed, just not in the same way." And that's when she hugged me tight, almost desperate, like she was trying to hold on and let go at the same time. Weeks later, she started going to a support group for single parents whose kids had grown up. She told me it helped her see how much her own mother had done the same thing, used guilt to keep her close. It was a cycle she didn't even realize she'd repeated. Now when I visit, she doesn't guilt trip me about staying longer. She just says, "I'm glad you came," and I know she means it. We still argue sometimes about my life, about her health, but something's different now. I don't feel like I owe her. I feel like I love her. And maybe that's what she was trying to find all along. A version of love that didn't demand repayment. For the first time, our love isn't a transaction. It's just love. Imperfect, messy, but finally honest.